Naga Mallikarjun from Impetus again. Congrats to the two of you. Mr. Abhijit Pathak, Impetus Delhi. And our fourth finalist, Mr. Sumit Bhalla from Cognizant Technology. That is going to be, in fact, we're going to have two rounds, wherein the first round is going to be a multiple choice round, where each individual gets to answer 5 questions. And this will be followed, I mean, in total, we'll have 20 questions. And this will be followed by a non-MCQ round, where each individual gets to answer 2 questions. As far as the rest of the details are concerned, I would like to invite Team Blob City, who would be hosting this contest, to explain the details. And as far as the points are concerned, each question, the right answer would fetch 10 points, and there will be no passover during the MCQ round. During round 2, however, there would be a passover, which would fetch 5 marks. Sanket?
In the notification. Won't do that. You can't do that, for sure. Sorry? Yeah, timer will be required. I've mentioned that on the rules. Okay. I'd like to welcome everyone, and good evening. Okay. I'm Karishma from Blob City, and we are knowledge partners for the seminar today. And I'd like to take 2 minutes of your time to just briefly mention about what is Blob City and what are we doing with Unicom. So I'd ask Sanket to give a brief.
Sure. So Blob City is basically a high-performance distributed computing database for those who didn't attend the session. And we do massive data processing in a parallel form, massively parallel form. It falls in a new SQL category, which is you get the features of SQL with the performance of NoSQL, in short. Okay, so, and we are happy to be associated with Unicom, and it's a wonderful conference that's happening. And we have a long-lasting relation with Unicom. So I think let's start with the session on that.
Sure, great. So let's have the names. So like introductions of each one of you all. Just a brief one of your name and the company.
Yeah, hi, this is Vijay. I'm from Impetus. I head the Big Data R&D for Impetus.
Okay.
Hi, this is Abhijit, again from Impetus.
Hi, this is Naga Mallikarjuna, again from Impetus, Bangalore.
Okay.
Hi, this is Sumit, and I'm from Cognizant Analytics, Gurgaon.
Okay, great. Sure.
Yeah, can we have team names similar to what we did, or are you comfortable with it?
Okay, team names is good.
Sparklers. Sorry?
So we have
Sparklers.
Sparklers.
Big IMP.
Big IIT.
Big IMP.
IMP. Okay.
Hadoop.
Hadoop. Okay.
Analyzer.
Analyzer. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. Let's get started. So our round 1 would be, as you've already read it. It will be multiple choice questions. We'll be asking 1 multiple choice question per person. You can do a rule over and +5 for the correct answer for the rule over. Okay. So try not doing that, and yeah, I'll cover that. Yeah, I'll cover that in the rules. For the first round, I'll read out the rules. So again, next. So everyone ready for the first round? Yeah, okay.
15 seconds.
So yes. So 15 seconds you get to answer per person, per question, and 10 marks for the correct answer. Wrong answer will lead to a reduction of 5. All right?
No, actually it is correct. The first slide you mentioned there is no negative marking for the first round. You can go back to the first slide.
That's fine.
Okay.
Is this the final rule?
Yes, this is
We'll
the final.
stick to this.
Yeah, this will be final. So
Yeah.
what we're trying to do is, because we are trying to roll over a multiple choice question, which means in case you don't know the answer, you should pass. Okay, and if somebody attempts to answer it, you will get a -5 for that. What's the deduction? Deduction of 5 marks, and only the next person after that will get an opportunity to answer it.
Next one again said pass.
No. Then the next one will get an opportunity to answer it.
Okay, and if I attempted and it is wrong, then it's
You get
Minus
yes,
5.
yes.
-5 points.
Yes. The rules are clear? Let's start with the first. Start with you. Okay. So sparklers it is. first question for you. Relational databases are being phased out as more and more companies are making the switch to NoSQL technologies. True, false?
False.
Okay,
That is correct.
that is correct. Which one of the following statements is true of NoSQL databases? You can read out.
They don't support any. I'm not giving the answer. I'm just reading out.
So you can say A, B, C, D.
Yeah. So they are useful for managing large sets of distributed data.
B?
Yeah.
Do we take that?
Yes, that is correct. We'll take it. Yeah.
That is correct.
It's better if you read out the question and then you.
And then give a 15 seconds?
Yeah.
The buts? Okay.
Read out with the options.
Okay. So after I read out the questions, you get 15 seconds to answer that. All right? Okay. Next one.
Same question.
No. In terms of data security, NoSQL databases don't offer the same level of security as RDBMSs due to A, lack of integrated features for data confidentiality, integrity and availability, the lack of asset compliance for guaranteeing transactional reliability, C, the lack of default enabled authentication and authorization features in many technologies, or all of the above.
All of the above.
Okay.
That is correct. That's the next question.
Okay. While NoSQL databases avoid the rigid schemas of relational databases, the type of NoSQL technologies vary and can be separated into the following primary categories. A, document databases, graph databases, key value databases, and wide column stores. B, CouchDB, MongoDB, Cassandra, HBase. C, those that manage data in the cloud and those that don't. Or D, Oracle NoSQL databases, NoSQL for Windows, Azure, and IBM DB2.
A.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay,
That is correct.
that is correct. So all of you all have, yes, to all of them. Wonderful. Okay, so moving on to you again. Fifth question for us, please. The adoption level of NoSQL software is lower than that of relational databases, data appliances, and columnar database softwares. True, false?
False.
Okay, and the answer is?
No, that is incorrect. So it's
Oops,
minus
okay.
5.
So it's a minus 5.
No, obviously this doesn't pass on.
Sorry?
This doesn't pass on, right?
Ah, this doesn't pass on, obviously. Okay. So the next question. Which of the following relational database market leaders now also offer NoSQL softwares? IBM, Microsoft, Oracle, or all of the above?
Answer is D. All of the above.
Okay.
Yes.
And the
correct.
answer is D, all of the above. Correct. As companies move past the experimental phase with Hadoop, many cite the need for additional capabilities including improved data storage and information retrieval, improved extract, transform and load features for data integration, improved data warehousing for functionality, or D, improved security, workload management and SQL support.
Improved extract, transform, load for data integration.
You know Hadoop very well?
Yes,
You sure?
yeah. I mean, actually, the, CA also is correct, like improved data storage and information retrieval also. But I think it little, I mean, both are having some.
So he gave the answer already.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's incorrect. It passes on.
D.
Do you want to attempt that?
D.
That is correct.
Okay, so he gets.
Minus 5 and plus 5.
So we move on to the next question for you. For him.
No, for him.
You have decided to develop a custom composite key class that you will use for keys emitted during the map phase to be consumed by a reducer. Which interface must this key implement? Transferable, writable comparable, writable, or composite sortable? You want to think and answer. The audience knows the answer? Okay. We can't pass on to you, right?
Pass?
Okay. Pass? You want to attempt?
Pass.
No, pass. You want to attempt? You only get a chance.
His term.
Yeah, you only get a chance.
It's B.
That is
Writable,
correct.
comparable.
That is correct.
That's it, correct.
It's +5. Yes.
Yes,
To him again.
your chance. A client wishes to read a file from HDFS. To do that, it needs the block IDs, their names which make up the file. From where does this obtain those block IDs? A, the name node queries the data nodes for the block IDs and then returns them to the client. Or the name node reads the block IDs from a file on its disk and returns them to the client. Or the name node reads the block IDs from memory and returns them to the client. Or D, the client pulls the data nodes for the block IDs.
Yeah, it's B.
You sure? Okay.
B, right?
B.
That's incorrect. Pass.
Its answer is C.
That is correct. Next question.
Yes. So next question is for you. You built a MapReduce job that denormalizes a very large table, resulting in an extremely large amount of output data. Which two cluster resources will your job stress? Choose two of these. Network I/O, disk I/O, RAM, or processor.
Answer is A and B.
That is correct.
That is correct. Wonderful. A big question for you. Given the fact that you like Hadoop, given a mapper implementation, a reducer implementation, and a driver class called myDriver in the default package that expects the input directory as the first argument and the output directory as the second argument, all packaged into a jar called myjar.jar, what is the correct way to substitute this job to the cluster? Though it was a very big question, it is...
it is B answer. Hadoop jar, myjar, myDriver, output directory. Sorry, input directory, output directory.
That is correct.
That is correct. Okay. You have 50 files in the directory, user, so that's the way how it is, /user/foo/example. Each file is 300 MB. You submit a MapReduce job with user foo example as the input path. How much data does a single mapper process as this job executes? A single block of data in HDFS, a single input split, a single file, all files in the input directory, or E, depends on the job configuration. What do you want to choose? And we have the timer running.
All files in the input directory.
That is D.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Pass.
It depends on the job configuration.
That is E.
That is incorrect. Pass. They all -5. Oh, that's it. That's it. Sorry, it doesn't pass beyond this. Yeah. Sorry. The answer is single input. Yes, answer is B. Correct. Next question.
Next question.
Yeah.
A sandwich shop studies the number of men, women that enter the shop during the lunch hour from noon to 1 p.m. each day. They find the number of men that enter can be modeled as a random variable with distribution Poisson M, and likewise the number of women that enter as Poisson of W. What is likely to be the best model of the total number of customers that enter during the lunch hour? And you have the timer running. Time out.
Pass.
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 Okay.
C.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is
C.
C. Poisson M plus W
+5 for him.
plus 5. Sorry? No, you answered. It couldn't be passed on.
No,
That time. That
there are
is
already
right.
2 answers that are given, right?
Yes. Yes, yes. Sorry? No, he had already answered those. He already covered those. So we did not have.
No. See, the first time what had happened is two people had answered and they got -5,
Fine.
and that's how you knew that the options were incorrect. Here there were passes,
in
right?
this
So there
case-
was no answer that was chosen, right?
Right.
Because the probability of you getting right after knowing the wrong answers is higher, so it doesn't pass beyond that. Okay, next question.
Next question, whose turn? Okay. In the execution of a map reduce job, where does the mapper place the intermediate data of each map task? The mapper transforms the intermediate data to the job tracker, which then sends to the reducers, or the mapper transfers the immediate data immediately to the reducers as it generated by the map task, or the mapper stores the intermediate data on the underlying file system of the local disk of the machine which ran the map task, or the Hadoop framework holds the intermediate data in the task tracker's memory until it is transferred to the reducers.
Answer is C.
That is correct.
That is correct. Hadoop cluster with name node on host Hadoop NN01, a secondary name node on host Hadoop NN02, and several data nodes. How can you determine when the last checkpoint happened? I allow you to read the points because there
You
are.
should read it out.
Sorry?
Read it out, then the timer starts.
Then the timer starts?
Read it out.
Okay. Connect to the web UI of the secondary name node, that is Hadoop NN02:50090, and look at the last checkpoint information, or you execute the HDFS DFS admin minus checkpoint on the command line, which returns you the last checkpoint value from the A.
That is correct.
Good. Okay, sure. Going on to the next point. A slave node in your cluster has 24 GB of RAM and 12 physical processors. Processor cores on the hyperthreading enabled processors. You set the value of the mapred.class.child.java.opts to -xmx1g and the value of the entire thing to 12. What is the most appropriate value to set form map task tracker reduce task maximum? 2, 6, 12, 16, 20, or the last one that you cannot see is 24. Okay, so we have come to the 16th question. You want to take a sigh of relief and take a break? Sorry? You want to check out the scores?
Yes.
Please read out the scores. According to the groups, obviously.
Okay, so Sparklers is on -10. Big IMP is on 50. Hadoop is on 35. Analyzer is on 15.
Okay, so we are is leading. So can we have a round of applause for you? And the others also need to attempt, and
There's a lot more there,
There's
so
lot
this
more there.
whole game can still change.
yes, yes. Sure. Next question is for
Sparklers.
Sparklers.
Yes.
Okay. What is the best way to evaluate the quality of the model found by an unsupervised algorithm like k-means clustering? Given metrics for the cost of the clustering is how well it fits the data and its stability, how similar the clusters are across multiple runs over the same data. Okay, this is the use case that you have. So is it A, the lowest cost clustering subject to stability constraint, or the most stable clustering subject to minimal cost constraint, or the most stable clustering, or D, the lowest cost clustering?
Should be B.
You want to lock that answer?
That is incorrect.
That is incorrect, unfortunately.
Pass.
Wants to pass. The next. Pass? Okay. You want to attempt? You say pass and it goes to the audience, unfortunately. And the audience gets no score for this.
Pass.
He wants
Anyone
to
wants to
pass. The
guess?
first question that is passed on to the audience. The audience wants to attempt this one. You might not get a second chance.
Yes, please. A is correct.
A is correct.
Yes.
May we have your name and your company? Okay.
Okay.
A round of applause for Amit. Okay. So moving on to the next question, that is for you. Which condition supports the choice of a support vector machine over logistic regression for a classification problem? The classification problem classifies examples into one of 100 categories, or the data is low dimensional, or the test set will be dense and contain examples close to decision boundary learning from the training set, or D, the data is linearly separable into two classes. You have the timer running.
Okay, passed.
Goes to Hadoop. You want to attempt? He needs to say pass. Okay, he wants to pass.
D.
Sorry.
D.
D?
D is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Pass.
So you have one pass.
Sparkles. That is also incorrect.
Ah.
Audience wants to guess?
Audience.